Dear Diary, today was magical. I can hardly believe it. I have to write everything down before I forget even a single detail. It all started during lunch. I was sitting with my friends, laughing and joking as usual, when he walked in. His name is Alex. He's in my biology class, and I've noticed him before, but today was different. Today he had that smile, the kind that lights up the entire room. My heart skipped a beat, and I felt a blush creeping up my cheeks. As he approached the lunch table, I tried to act normal, but inside I was a complete mess. My friend Lily elbowed me, whispering, "He's looking at you." I turned to look, and there it was. His gaze locked onto mine for a brief moment. I felt my stomach fluttering, like 1,000 butterflies were having a party inside me. "Hey, can I sit here?" he asked, and I was pretty sure my heart stopped for a second. I nodded, trying to play it cool. We talked about school, his love for soccer, and how he's been practicing for the upcoming match. He's so passionate about it, and I found myself hanging on to every word he said. I don't know how, but I managed to ask him about his favorite player. He lit up even more, his eyes shining with excitement. I could listen to him talk for hours. Later, as we walked out together, he said, "We should study together sometime." I nearly fainted. I can't believe he wants to spend more time with me. It's like a scene from a movie, and I'm the lucky girl. After school, I went home and couldn't stop thinking about him. I wanted to text him right away, but I was too nervous. What if I sounded silly? What if he didn't feel the same way? I decided to write in my diary instead. Writing helps me process everything. I'm still buzzing from everything that happened today. It's incredible how a single conversation can change everything. I can't stop smiling. I ended up texting Lily about it. She replied almost instantly, saying, "OMG, he likes you. You have to ask him out." The thought of asking him out made my heart race again. What if he says no? But what if he says yes? The more I thought about it, the more I wanted to take that chance. I started daydreaming about us, going to movies, sharing popcorn, laughing at silly jokes. I imagined us walking in the park, holding hands. It felt so real and wonderful. After dinner, I went back to my room and picked up my phone. I stared at Alex's number for a good 5 minutes, debating whether to send a message or not. Finally, I typed out, "Hey, I had a great time talking today. We should definitely study together sometime." Then came the hard part, hitting send. My heart raced as I pressed the button. What have I done? A few minutes passed, and I kept checking my phone. I felt like I was going to explode with anticipation. Just when I was about to give up and put my phone down, it buzzed. It was him. "I'd love to. How about this weekend?" My jaw dropped. I couldn't believe it. I felt a surge of happiness wash over me. I replied quickly, "Sounds perfect. Can't wait." As I lay in bed that night, I couldn't help but think about how different things might be now. This is the beginning of something amazing. I can feel it in my bones. Today was another whirlwind. After class, I met Alex to discuss our study plans. He suggested we meet at the park because it's quieter, and I thought that was such a sweet idea. When I arrived, he was already there, sitting on a bench, a book in hand. He looked so relaxed, and I couldn't help but feel butterflies again. I walked over, and he looked up and smiled. My heart melted all over again. We ended up studying for a couple of hours, but honestly, I don't think I absorbed much. I was too busy stealing glances at him and listening to his laughter. We joked about everything, and I felt so comfortable around him. At one point, he leaned closer to show me something in his notes, and I could smell his cologne. It was intoxicating. I felt this spark between us, and for a moment, I thought, what if he feels the same way? After studying, we decided to take a break and grab some ice cream. We talked about our favorite flavors, and when he found out I love mint chocolate chip, he laughed and said it's his favorite too. It felt like a sign, like we were meant to be friends, or maybe something more. As we walked back to our benches, he casually brushed his arm against mine. I swear, electricity surged through me. I glanced up at him, and he was already looking at me. There was this moment of silence, and I thought I could feel the world around us fade away. I wanted to say something, anything, but the words just wouldn't come. Instead, I smiled shyly, and he smiled back. It was like we were in our own little bubble. As the sun started to set, he walked me back to my car. The sky was painted in shades of pink and orange, and it felt like the perfect ending to a perfect day. Just before we said goodbye, he said, "I had a great time today. Let's do this."